Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm just leaving all the stuff that I got for Christmas and whatnot. I'm just getting that ready because I'm missing like a couple things to do so I can show everything off at once. Anyways, I just wanna hold on. Okie dokie. So, 1 second. 1 second. Okie dokie. Let's talk about Spider-Man No Way Home. Honestly, it's freaking fantastic. I already said what I didn't like about the movie, and it's not that bad. It's the only thing I have issues with the movie is just I kind of wanted to see more of Tom Holland. I mean, not Tom Holland. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. See what their points of view is, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to see that in like the deleted scenes or something like that, which is fine. Anywho, it has come to my attention on Christmas that so far, Spider-Man No Way Home is the first movie to come out in theaters and make well over $1 billion so far. And that is not saying, hey, that's not saying the movies that this year were good or not. And let's face it, I stupidly watched some pretty horrible fucking movies. But the reason why it has made $1 billion or maybe a little over $1 billion is because people went back and saw the movie. Nostalgia. Seeing Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, William Dafoe, freaking Alfred Molina, Jamie Foxx, the guy who played Sandman in Spider-Man 3, which don't get me wrong, that is it's oddly a good movie once you like watch more of it, which we're not gonna be talking about. Anyways, also it has the guy who played Lizard, Doctor Strange, tons of references to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield's, and it is essentially a Sinister Five film. Excuse me. It is a Sinister Five film as well as a Spider-Man team-up movie, which freaking works. It's a Spider-Man team-up movie and a Sinister Six origin story, pretty much. And it's freaking awesome. It's Sinister Six. It's really a Sinister Six origin team-up movie, which is fucking awesome. And it's also a Spider-Man live-action team-up movie, which we have not seen at all. Yeah, we have seen Spider-Man team up with other Spider-Mans in animation, but that's as far as it goes. We have literally not seen a live-action Spider-Man team-up movie in live action. And this is the very first Spider-Man live action team up movie, which freaking works. Which, hey, I want to go back and see it again, because it is one of the best team up movies I have ever freaking seen. It's much better. It is so much better than team up movies I've seen in the past. Any from any decade, any era of film and TV. It's just one of the freaking best, and it's going to be freaking iconic 10, 20, maybe 30 years in the future. Who knows? I mean, it is freaking amazing. And yeah, once it gets popular and like whatnot, we might get to see another live action Spider-Man team up movie where we see Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire come back and team up with Tom Holland and whoever they get to play Spider-Man in the later ones. We don't know what's going on with that situation either, so hey, that works too. But for where this movie really shines is the Spider-Man team up and the Sinister Five, which honestly works. It's literally, I keep going on and on about Sinister Five, Sinister Six, Spider-Man, and whatnot. But hey, I want to say it's the first actual movie to make $1 billion. And with streaming, that's not bad. It might make a little more. It might make a lot more once it hits streaming. And that is going to be the big thing. Just get all Tom Holland Spider-Mans on Disney Plus, because hey, that would be amazing. Just get Spider-Man, get all the Spider-Man stuff on Disney Plus. If you get all the Spider-Man stuff and work everything out with Sony and put Spider-Man films on Disney Plus, you're going to make a shit ton of money. Like, even more shit ton of money. But then again, you kind of have to work with Netflix anyway, so that's gonna be interesting of its own, because we know how Netflix likes to run things and do things. So, I mean, it's going to make, it's smashing freaking box office. It's Hulk smashing box office. Honestly, if it's the first movie during the pandemic and the C word that shall not be named, which COVID. I don't know if that YouTube still flags that or not. Hopefully they don't. By me using that, saying that word, that C word. In this new decade, it is the first movie that came out in the era of the C word, aka COVID. To make $1 billion. And probably at this point, maybe like a little over $1 billion, maybe $2 billion at this point, give or take $3 billion. Who really knows? And the movie's been out for 2 weeks, or just about 2 weeks, and it made $1 billion within 2 weeks. That's freaking impressive. Like, say what you will about superhero movies, comic book movies, heck, freaking Justice League did not even make that much money, I don't think. And you have diehard fucking DC fans be like, oh, Justice League is the greatest. It's the best team. Zack Snyder's Justice League. Zack Snyder's Justice League is the greatest. Then next to the other Justice League, which is pretty much the same. It's just edited differently. That's the only thing that's different. It's just the certain scenes are cut out and replaced, which, okay. But whatever. Anyways, getting back to my topic. The first movie to make $1 billion this year. And maybe a little more is freaking fan-fucking-tastic. It's just mind-blowing. It's blowing everything out of the water, from your mom to your dad to your dead granny or whoever. Don't know what that means. It's even blowing the fish and the sharks and the mermaids out of the water, because it's a fucking juggernaut at this point. And I think it's because nostalgia, references to past films and callbacks and nostalgia and three Peter Parkers. Three Peter Parkers, aka Spider-Man, men, just coming together. Two decades, three Spider-Men, 5 villains. And that is why it's made well over $1 billion, if not even more. Like, give or take, it will probably be like 7 billion. Excuse me. At this point, that is much better than Black Widow, which I think made 800 million, which is still good in box office, but it is still considered a flop. Now that we truly can look back and say, yeah, Black Widow is technically considered a flop, but it's still a good movie. Don't get me wrong. But it performed. It's still performing pretty well. I don't know what the current box office rate is right now, or how well it's doing right now. And this, I have to be honest, I did see this on Comic Book Cast, and pretty much everybody's been talking about how well it's been doing so far. So yeah, $1 billion, which is freaking fantastic so far. Movie theaters get half, the studios get half, and the actors get, I think, a third of that. Yeah. Like, the cast gets a third of that, which, hey, is freaking amazing on its own. But hey, so far, it's doing really good. And honestly, I can't blame them for how well this movie is and is doing. It's just freaking incredible, which, hey, I love. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys so far. For now, please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day. Thanks. Bye.